In this session, we will see previous problems on Ohm's law and resistance. These problems I have collected GATE old question papers from 2007 to 2021 and engineering service examination from 2007 to 2021. And also I will cover some PSU examinations like ISRO, DRDO and Coal India. Problem number 1. This question was asked in GATE in instrumentation branch in 2019. Consider a circuit comprising only resistors with constant resistance and ideal independent DC voltage sources. This circuit consisting only resistors, these resistors having constant resistances and independent voltage sources. If all the resistances scaled down by a factor 10 means all the resistances are decreased by 10 times, all the source voltages are scaled up by a factor of 10 means all the source voltages are increased by 10 times, then we have to calculate the power dissipated in the circuit scales up by a factor of dash. We know P equal to V square by R. It can be written as V1 square divided by R1. In the question, they are given all the resistances are scaled down by a factor of 10. Means resistance R2 equal to R1 by 10. Means all the resistances are scaled down by 10 times. And voltages are scaled up by a factor of 10. Voltage V2 equal to 10 times V1. This V1 square by R1 can be written as P1. P2 equal to V2 square divided by R2. The value of V2 is 10 into V1 whole square divided by R2 means R1 by 10. Then we will get 1000 into V1 square divided by R1. So P2 it can be written as P2 equal to 1000 times P1. So the power dissipated in the circuit is scales up by a factor of 1000. Problem number 2. This question was asked in engineering service examination in electrical branch in 2017. First we will read the question. A drawn wire of resistance 5 ohms further drawn so that its diameter becomes 1/5 of the original. Means diameter is decreased by 1/5. Then what is its resistance with volume remaining same? In this question they are mentioned volume remaining constant. So let us consider a wire. It is in cylindrical shape and its length is L and its radius is R. Then the volume of the cylinder is pi R square into L. It should be constant. Diameter D2 equal to D1 divided by 5. Now substitute in the volume formula pi D1 square L1 equal to pi D2 square L2. Pi D1 square L1 equal to pi D1 square divided by 25 and L2. Then we will get L2 equal to 25 L1. So the formula for resistance R equal to rho into L by A. In diameter form, this equation can be written as 4 into rho L by pi D square. This is R. So R1 by R2 equal to L1 by L2 into D2 square divided by D1 square. So substitute the values in this equation. Pi divided by R2 equal to L1 by 25 L1, D2 equal to 1 by 5 times whole square into D1 divided by D1 square. Then we will get R2 equal to 5 into 25 into 25. This gives 3125 ohms. The correct option is D. Problem number 3. This question was asked in engineering service examination in 1992 in electrical branch. First we will read the question. A two wires A and B of the same material means two wires A and B are made up of its same material. Its length L and 2L have radius R and 2R respectively. For wire 1 its length is L, for wire 2 its length is 2L, for wire 1 radius is R and for wire 2 radius is 2R. Then the ratio of their specific resistance will be. We are already discussed in the video on Ohm's law and resistances. The specific resistance value is depends upon the material and resistance value is depends upon the physical dimensions. So this wires A and B made up of the same material means the both wires A and B having the same specific resistance. So the specific resistance for wire rho A by rho B equal to 1 by 1 because both are made up of the same material. So the correct option is A, 1:1. Problem number 4. This question was asked in engineering service examination in electrical branch in 2014. A conductor of diameter is D and its length is L consumes a power of W watts when current flowing through it. What will be the power consumed if the diameter is doubled and the length is halved and the current is tripled? Here we have to calculate the power consumed by the conductor when its diameter is doubled, length is halved and current is tripled. We know the formula for power P equal to I square into R. It can be written as I1 square into R1. This is power P1. It is W. In the given question, diameter D2 equal to doubled means D2 equal to 2 times of D1 and its length L2 equal to halved L1 divided by 2. Now we will calculate resistance R1 divided by R2 equal to L1 by L2 into D2 square divided by D1 square. So R1 is R1, R2 is R2, so L1 is L1 and change in L2 is L1 divided by 2 into the diameter is D2 equal to 2 times D1, it is gives 4 into D1 square divided by D1 square. So we will get R1 divided by R2 equal to 8, R2 equal to R1 upon 8. Now we will calculate power P2 equal to I2 square into R2. The current is tripled 3 I1 whole square into R2 is R1 divided by 8. We will get power P2 equal to 9 by 8 into I1 square into R1. It can be written as 9 by 8 into W. So P2 equal to 9 by 8 into W. When we look into the option, none of the options are correct. All are wrong options. Problem number 5. This question was asked in engineering service examination in electrical branch in 2021. A heater element is made up of a nichrome alloy having resistivity equal to 100 into 10 power minus 8 ohm into meter. The diameter of a wire is 0.4 millimeter. The length of the wire is required to get 40 ohm resistance and 100 watt power. So here in this question they are asking calculate the length of the wire to get 40 ohm resistance. First we will write the given data rho equal to 100 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter and the diameter of the wire D equal to 0.4 mm. It can be converted into meter 0.4 into 10 power minus 3 meter in radius form R equal to 0.2 into 10 power minus 3 meter. From the formula R equal to rho into L upon A, so R equal to 40 ohms equal to rho is 100 into 10 power minus 8 length divided by pi into R square 0.2 into 10 power minus 3 whole square. We will get length L equal to 5.03 meters. In this question, for calculating the length of the wire, this power value 1000 watts is not required. So the correct option is A. Now we will see some simple objective questions. Question number 1. The resistance of a 1 kilowatt electrical heater when energized by a 230 volts single phase AC source. So here the power rating given and the supply voltage value is given. Then the resistance R equal to V square divided by P. So V square means 230 square divided by 1000. After calculating this value, then we will get 2.9 ohms. So option A is the correct option. Question number 2. Which of the following expressions represent a non-linear resistor? Linear resistor means the relation between voltage current flowing through a resistor V equal to some K into I. This K, it may be a positive value or it may be a negative value, but the relation is V equal to K into I. When you look into the options, option A, it is a linear resistor and option B is also a linear resistor and option C, here current is square of its value. Square of the current gives a non-linear function. Option C, V equal to I square, it is a non-linear resistor. Option C is the correct option. Question number 3. Production of a heat due to electric current is related to. Production of heat due to electric current, it is a Joule's law. Option B is the correct option. Question number 4. Siemens is the SI unit for. Siemens is the units for the conductance. When you look into the options, option B is the correct option. Question number 5. The specific resistance of a material is measured in. Specific resistance of a material is measured in ohm meter. When you look into the options, option A is the correct option. How we will get R equal to rho into L divided by A. The units for the resistance is ohm, rho we have to calculate, length is meter, the units for area is meter square. This meter, 1 meter gets cancelled, but then rho equal to ohm into meter. Option A is the correct option. Question number 6. An element is said to have negative resistance when, as per Ohm's law, V equal to I into R. Here, resistance R is the slope of the VI characteristics. So, V by I or I by V, its value is negative, then the curve represents for a negative resistance. When you look into the options, option A, the element has a negative temperature coefficient, it is not correct option. Option B, the current by voltage curve has a negative slope, it is a correct option. When you look into the question number 7, the condition in Ohm's law is that Ohm's law is valid under constant temperature. So when you look into the options, option A, temperature should be remains constant, it is a correct option. Question number 8. Find the resistance of an electric heater that absorbs 2400 watts when it is connected to a 120 volt supply. So here we have to calculate the value of resistance R equal to V square divided by P. V voltage value is given by 120 volts whole square divided by 2400 watts. Then we will get 6 ohms. Option A is the correct option. Question number 9. This question is very good question which was asked in engineering service examination in 2020. This gives the relationship between the value of resistance, which is depends on physical dimensions, and the value of resistance depends upon the operating conditions. As per Ohm's law, electric field intensity E equal to rho into J. This is depends on the operating conditions, and as per dimensions, resistance value R equal to rho into L divided by A. When substitute the value of rho equal to E by J in this equation, we will get resistance R equal to E into L divided by J into A. When you look into the options, option C is the correct option. Here, E is the electric field intensity, and A is the area of cross section, and J is the current density, and L is the length of conductor. Question number 10. The reciprocal of a resistance. Reciprocal of resistance means conductance. When you look into the options, option A is the correct option. Question number 11. What does the fourth color band on a resistor means? We have already discussed the color coding topic. First two bands gives the significant digit, and third band gives the multiplier value, and fourth band gives the tolerance value. So when we look into the options, option A is the resistance in ohm, it is not correct. Option B, power rating in watts, it is also not correct. Option B, resistance of a material, it is also not correct. Option D, resistance tolerance in percentage. Option D is the correct option. Question number 12. Consider two metallic wires W1 and W2. They are made up of same material. And each has a circular cross section. The diameter of wire W2 is twice that of W1, and length of W2 is 4 times that of W1. Which of the following statement is correct? First, we have to calculate the value of resistance for a wire W2. For wire 1, its diameter is D1 and length is L1. For wire 2, its diameter is D2, its value is given by 2 times of D1, and length L2 equal to 4 times of L1. We have to calculate the resistance value for resistance of Rw1 divided by resistance of Rw2 equal to L1 divided by L2 into D2 square divided by D1 square. Then we substitute the values. Rw1 divided by Rw2 equal to L1 divided by 4 times of L1 into d2 square means 2 into d1 whole square divided by d1 square. Then we will get rw1 divided by rw2 equal to 1 upon 1. So rw1 equal to rw2. Resistance of both the wires is same. When you look into the options, option B is the correct option. Resistance of W1 is equal to that of W2. Option B is the correct option. Question number 13. A voltage of 100 volts is applied to a circuit of resistance 10 ohms. Then power dissipated in the resistance will be. Here in this question, they are given the voltage value and the resistance value. Then the power calculation P equal to V square divided by R. V equal to 100 volts, 100 square divided by 10 ohms. It will give us around 1000 watts. Option C is the correct option. Question number 14. The current in 1 ohm resistor in the circuit. Here 1 ohm resistor is connected across two 1 volt sources. Here the voltage across the 1 ohm resistor is 1 volt. Then as per Ohm's law, V equal to IR, the current flowing to the resistance 1 ohm is 1 ampere. When we look into the option D is the correct option. Question number 16. What happens to the resistance of a conductor if its length is increased 3 times and diameter is halved? Here length is L2 equal to 3 times of L1 and diameter d2 equal to d1 divided by 2. Then r1 by r2 equal to L1 by L2 into d2 square divided by d1 square. Then we substitute the values. R1 by r2 equal to L1 divided by 3L1 into dt square d1 by 2 whole square divided by d1 square. Then we will get r1 by r2 equal to 1 by 12. So resistance of R2 equal to 12 times of R1 means resistance is increased by 12 times. When you look into the options, option D is the correct option. Question number 17. The voltage across an element in a circuit is linearly proportional to the current flowing through it. As per Ohm's law, V proportional to I. When we remove the proportionality constant, V equal to I into R. This equation is valid for the resistance. Here, voltage is proportional to the current for a resistor. So when you look at the options, option C is the correct option. Question number 18. Consider the following statements pertaining to the resistance of a conductor. Statement number 1. Resistance can be simply defined as the ratio of voltage across the conductor to the current flowing through the conductor. This is Ohm's law. Statement number 1 is correct. Statement number 2. Resistance is a function of voltage and current. We know V equal to I into R. R can be written as V by I. This resistance is a function of voltage and current. Statement number 3. Resistance is the function of a conductor geometry and its conductivity. The resistance value of a conductor R equal to rho into L divided by A. In conductance form, it can be written as L by sigma into A. Resistance of a conductor depends on its conductivity and its physical dimension. So statement number 3 also correct. So all statements are correct. When you look at the option D is the correct option. Question number 20. A short in any type of circuits, series, parallel or combination, causes the total circuit. We are already discussed the ranges of a resistance. R equal to 0 is a short circuit and R equal to infinity is a open circuit. When R equal to 0, it is called as short circuit. For a short circuit, voltage equal to 0 and current is maybe any value. It depends upon the network. Its value depends upon the existing network. So when you look into the options, resistance is approaching to 0 for a short circuit. So statement number 1 is the correct. This short circuit does not mention the value of power. Statement number 2, power to decrease. Here we are not get full confident about the statement number 2. Statement number 3, current to increase. Current is increases. So statement number 3 is correct. voltage value to increase. Actually, voltage value is decreases to 0. So statement number 4 is the wrong option. When you look into the options, 1 and 3 are correct. Statement 1 and 3 are correct. Option D is the correct option. Thank you for watching this session. If you have any queries or if you have any doubts regarding the problems on resistance and Ohm's law, you can send me on my WhatsApp or you can send me on my mail ID as given here.